What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, Keisha? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Diamond? What's up, Sky? Y'all come on in. Got a cool one for y'all today. What's up, Sybil Real? What's up, Brian? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Marsha? Y'all come on in. What's up, Courtney? What's up, E.T.? We'll give him another minute, y'all, and we'll get started. We're gonna get it in. What's up, Chosen? What's up, Eli? What's up, Desiree? Y'all come on in. What's up, Aura? All right. How about we begin? How about we go and get it in? Now, the title of this lecture is called The Great Gathering. Yep. What is it? We're going to talk about what is it, what it is, how it's going to come about, what it's going to be like, all that. So let's get it in. Now, so of course the first question is, what is the Great Gathering? The answer is, it is a celestial event where all starseeds meet up on the astral plane to fight the Great Infinity War. Let me say it again. It is a celestial event that takes place after the shift where all starseeds meet up on the astral plane to fight the Great Infinity War. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the Dark Crystal. In the little TV show Dark Crystal, they showed the scene where they was trying to get all the clans together, right? And then there was the scene where the clans did show up. You see what I'm saying? They gathered for this moment to fight these Skeksis or Archons. What's up, shit? What's up, Mavro? And I'm going to show y'all that scene now. What's up, Javon? What's up, Jesus? Here we go. So there y'all go. They all showed up, then they all showed out. Cause I know y'all watched it like I watched it. What's up, Juan? What's up, Kenya? What's up, Gold? So y'all watched it like how I watched it, right? So what's going on here? These different tribes, you know, of Mother Earth, Mother Terra, Mother Gaia, Mother Kaya, whatever your favorite name for, showed up, or Brother Gib, however you like to say it, showed up to defend their homeland known as Thra. You know, Thra is their mythological rendition of Earth, right? Because these beings, these foreigners, these strangers, these archons, these insectoids, these cabal elites and everybody, these corrupt motherfuckers who created this material world, is actually trying to finally take over the planet to its highest degree. So they had to get together to stop them, and they actually stopped them. You see what I'm saying? Even though they tried to harness the power, the dark force of the planet, it still backfired because their foreigners trying to harness the dark force of the planet is nothing gonna be compared to the natural beings of the planet who's trying to harness the darkening. When we harness the darkening, it don't even hurt us, just like you seen with Deep. So when they tried to do it, they needed crystals and shit. to harness it because they were foreigners. Their anatomy did not accept, their biological makeup did not accept that programming. So of course, when all the tribes showed up, they weren't ready, and so they fucked their asses up. They fucked their asses up. So this is what you got going on. So this was this is what you got going on. So now, who are the 7 clans? Well, the 7 clans represent the 7 chakras. You see what I'm saying? The 7 chakras. And you know, we're gonna go over those real quick. We gotta understand. We gotta understand that particular group. So here we go. Let's go over these 7 clans real quick who showed up and showed out. Can y'all see that? I know it's a little dark.
Now that the age of resistance is here, we have been introduced to 7 official new Gelfling clans and their almadras. From varying beliefs to status to colorful hairstyles and facial paint, not one clan is the same. So who are the 7 Gelfling clans of Thra? We start with the Vapra. Hailing from the north, the Vapra of the first clan were officially introduced to, and are considered the most cultured, intellectual, and eldest. Their homeland coast of the Silver Sea, covered in snow, serene and beautiful. They were also the most dominant clan at the time of the resistance, with Madra Meren serving as the clan's All-Madra in their capital of Harar. They were identified by either their white or raven-black hair, fair skin, and vast intellect. Their essence was also said to be unmatched by the Skeksis. The Dowson. The Dowson were by far my favorite clan in the entire series, and definitely the most fascinating. They were mostly shunned and looked upon with suspicion because they focused most of their attention on the afterlife instead of the present. Free of material possessions and attachment, they rode sand skimmers and resided within giant bone and crystal structures known as sand ships, which traveled through the crystal desert. They were a very quiet...
Now you notice they relating them to the races on the planet. The one, the Vapra, the snowy white hair, everything, and the pale skin. We know that to be the white people, Caucasians, Jews, and other group who has that skin complexion. The desert beings are the Muslims. You see what I'm saying? The Arabs. So they telling you what it is here, as far as the physical side of it. What's up, Kiana?
People, careful not to waste any moisture in their very dry environment. So they spoke mostly in gestures, and music was a crucial part of their existence. They were also the only clan not allowed to serve as guards at the Crystal Castle because of their background. The Dowson clan was ruled over by Madra Sethi, and they were identified by their dark, iridescent skin and unique facial markings. The Drenshin. Hailing from the south, the Drenshin were actually amphibious Gelfling who lived in the swamp of Sog. Because of their more burly nature being rotund and thick, they excelled at combat and made great soldiers, but were actually best suited underwater, like the females who used their wings more as fins. The Skeksis would often skip Drenshin tithing ceremonies because their capital was so inaccessible and tiring to reach, so their carriage didn't do well in that environment. The Drenshin were ruled over by Madra Lacid, a proud, severe woman who stood up to Celadon along with Madra Farah. They were identified by their brownish-green skin and excessive dreadlocks. The Groton. The Groton were a small clan of Gelfling who lived east of the Dark Woods in the Groton.
So that group there was your aquaterrestrials. You see what I'm saying? They live up under the seas.
Mountains. Within the mountains were a series of caves, which led to their underground capital of Domrak village. It may surprise some to know, but Deet's clan numbered only in the dozens, no more than 3 dozen actually. But interestingly, their life expectancy was 3 or 4 times longer than any other Gelfling. The Groton were ruled over by Madra Argot, and were identified by their pure green skin, big black eyes, and long ears for hearing distant echoes and seeing in the darkest caves. The Sifa. The Sifa are the
That tribe there was the inner terrestrials. You see what I'm saying? Your inner terrestrials. You see what I'm saying? The inner terrestrials. Those who live inside the earth. So let me skip it. Let me go back a little bit.
identified by their pure green skin, big black eyes, and long ears for hearing distant echoes and seeing in the darkest caves.
The
The Sifa are the most diverse clan of all seven, having spent their entire lives as seafarers, holding positions as fishermen, merchants, and traders. Their clan came to accept many others, and over time, they became a big melting pot of cultures. They were experts on the art of symbology, and their charms, pendants, and materials were revered all over Thra. Their lives belonged to the Silver Sea, worshipping the winds which steered their fates. But at the same time, they were just as dangerous as they were adventurous. The Sifa were ruled over by Madre Ethri, although leadership could be transient from time to time, and they could be identified by their mystic aura, nature, and dress. The Spritan clan came from the south.
Now that group there is America, of course. The seafarers, our Navy, and we was a melting pot. America's a melting pot, right? The biggest melting pot on the planet. So that's what they talking about here. The Americans. You see what I'm saying? So let's continue.
Were a small, but interestingly, their life expectancy caves. The Sifa. They were experts on the art of symbology, and their charms, pendant. The Sifa were ruled over by Madre Ethri.
And then notice they said they was the most dangerous motherfuckers in the land. America is what? The most dangerous people on the planet, right?
Although leadership could be transient from time to time,
Are known as the most
they
dangerous.
could be identified by their mystic aura, nature, and dress. The Spritan clan came from the southern plains of Thra and spent most of their lives farming. Although they often ventured into other parts of Thra to trade, most called Sami Thicket their home, and they were best known for their vast knowledge of the fine arts, through weaponry, textiles, and even creature husbandry. Interestingly, they were also sometimes known as warmongers, who would often feud with their neighboring tribe, the Stonewood clan. We would know Kylan best as a member of this clan, though he did not grow up in the same environment. They were led by Madra Mera and had tan skin and dark hair. And finally, we have the Stonewood clan.
So that's them what we call today the Africans or the Nubians. See what I'm saying? That's who that was. That's the clan there. So let us continue.
Known by some simply as the Woodland clan or the Woodland folk, they were old and proud.
And they call the Stonewood. Yeah.
Woodland folk. They were.
Let's start over.
And finally, we have the Stonewood clan. Known by some simply as the Woodland clan or the Woodland folk, they were old and proud, second only to the Vapra, and equally as revered. Many of these clan members served as guards at the Crystal Castle and were among the most loyal and dedicated soldiers. The Stonewood clan was, of course, led by Madra Farah, and notable figures include Rian and his father, Captain Orden. They were identified by their dark hair with green and blue streaks, striking, colorful eyes, and green eyeshadowing. Well, my friends, that's going to do it for the 7 Gelfling clans of Thra. Now it's time for...
So that group there, they said they was warriors. They said they what? They said that they had dark skin, dark green hair, dark black hair. So who were they? Them like a South American group there. You see what I'm saying? That's your South American group. So that's what you got going on here. You know, that's your South American group. So them all of them. You know, they warriors, but you don't really know how much of a warrior they are because they don't really talk about our South American counterparts like that. So yeah, South American and the Afro-Latina community as a whole. You see what I'm saying? So they gave you the first group, them pretty much your Russians and everybody, the pale group, and the Europeans and the white Asians, so on and so forth. yada 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 yada. So they pretty much put everybody in here. The 7 clans, a clan for every continent, a clan for every chocolate. You see what I'm saying? So let us continue here. Let us continue. Let us continue here. Let's see. Now, next, we have been having miniature gatherings on the 3rd dimension called ciphers. Let me say that again. We have been having miniature gatherings on the 3rd dimension called ciphers. That's what our New York homies and homies call it, which just means assemblies. That's just more of a hip-hop name for assemblies. Like, say, for example, Bobby Hemmett lectures, and Ivan Van Sertima, and Miss Blue, and Brother Panic, and Dr. Phil. We go on all day about different groups that got together to generate this energy. You see what I'm saying? This energy. What is this energy? Example, Bobby Hemmett lectures and all other people who taught and everybody that came to listen spiritually, which opened up portals and created intercosmic ciphers or intercosmic assemblies that echo throughout creation, which helped the next generation awaken faster. These was considered the gatherings of our time. So they were intercosmic ciphers. You see what I'm saying? Intercosmic assemblies. We got together now. We just do the assemblies or the ciphers through the internet now, because you know everybody's spread out and nobody has time now to hop in their car and drive 5 hours, 10 hours for 6 states over for a lecture most of the time, right? So we just do it through the internet now. You know, made it easier on ourselves and everybody. So those ciphers, hour 32 hours, however long that particular person lectures or teaches or whatever they gonna do. So these are what this is. This has been going on for about 120 years now. These ciphers, you know, when it really started popping off. It started with Martin Day Lunny in the late 1800s, but it really started popping off with Marcus Garvey in the 1900s, early 1900s, when all this started. You see what I'm saying? When the awakening started, 1900, that's when the vibrations of the planet started to shift for those last 120 years, like it always does, right? When it comes toward the end of a cycle. So now, with that being said, that's what these ciphers was about. They were creating portals. They was generating both extra-dimensional or multi-dimensional energy and grounding it on the planet. And these ciphers are actually healing the planet. We were healing the planet with our consciousness and force as everybody awakens to new levels of themselves with the what? The spiritual esoteric information, also known as the gnosis. So that's what you got going on. This is what you got going on here. Now, next, they discuss the Song of Thra, or the Song of Earth, or the Song of Mother Gaia, right? So what is this Song of Thra, or the Song of Earth? And it is the musical vibration and frequencies of the world soul, or the dark crystal, as they called it, or also known as the world turtle, Kia. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. It is the world crystal. It is the world soul for. It is the vibration, musical vibration and frequencies and sound for the world soul. You see what I'm saying? For the world soul that kicks out all over the planet. And if you are spiritually in tune, if you have the eyes to see and ears to hear, then you can tap into this. Now, Agatha, who was one of the characters, who was the elder character, the old sage, the oracle, the old crone, in the movie or in the cartoon Age of Resistance, she had lost her connection to the Age of Thra. We all know that feeling, and she had to start chanting and tapping back in to Thra until she awakened back to that song. So, Agatha summoned the main Gelfling starseeds into dream space, the astral plane, to form the gathering so they could discuss how to stop the sketch seeds or archons. And I'm going to show y'all that scene. How about that? There we go. Now they in the world soul. Dark crystal.
Back in the castle. How? I hear it. I hear it. Oh, I feel the song of Thra in my heart. Long neck was right. I see all the paths laid before me. What is this place? It's the Skeksis castle. Wrong, Bravery Ann. Wrong. This is dream space. Yes, gentle Deet, I have returned. She's dancing. There's the rest of you.
So now, what's happening here? What happened in that scene? They summoned them into dream space, but it was a particular special type of dream space. It was the actual consciousness, the core consciousness or the core soul consciousness of Mother Earth, or in their case, Thra. You see, in their case, Thra. And she summoned all of the heroes or superheroes or starseeds of their era to help fight what? The Skeksis or the Archons. This is what you got going on here. This is what you got going on. So when did the last time we seen this happen on the physical plane was in the 60s, right? In the 60s. Yes, Marie, this Dark Crystal. That was Dark Crystal there from Age of Resistance. So what's happening here? So when was the last time this happened? This happened in the 1960s, right? With the Freedom Fighters, Black Panther Party, which they actually got another movie coming out. I think they fed off my lecture with that. Judas and the Messiah was talking about the story of Fred Hampton and how O'Neal betrayed him. See what I'm saying? So they got that coming out soon. Don't know when. But you got this energy. You see what I'm saying? They hit the planet in the 60s and 70s, which was the Age of Resistance. You see what I'm saying? Or the cycle of resistance. It lasted from it started in the 1900s, and then 60 years later it exploded. See, because that was what? The halfway mark. From 1900 to 1960 is 60 years, which is half of what? 120, like I've been saying. So now, the Age of Resistance, they went to war with the Archons or Skeksis or the system of the Matrix. Of course, they lost, like they show you in the Age of Dark Crystal, and they lost. They actually won for a moment, but then what? They unleashed these beings, or they unleashed these archonic agents onto the planet, and these Archons hunted down the Black Panther Party and everybody and assassinated them, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Marie tagged me into that live you did about Fred Hampton. Yeah, I pulled it back up. Yeah, it's an old one. So I gotta find him a damn self. Shoot. So yeah. So yeah. What was I here? So the dark. So at that time, these Archons, known as who had infiltrated the FBI, who had infiltrated the White House, the same Archons that assassinated the Black Panther Party, same ones who killed off J. F. Kennedy, same one who drafted the hippies and sent them off to war, fight a false war, which they created because they tried to knock out two birds with one stone. They tried to kill the uprising in America and kill the spiritual energy over there. They attacked the root and the crown simultaneously, because the root chakra is here in America and the crown chakra is in China. So they went and bombed the Buddhist temples in Vietnam at the time, and at the same time they was doing what? They was bombing businesses here. You see what I'm saying? Because before they even bomb, see, they got to do it here first because it's the root chakra. So they they bombed everything first. Then they went over there and they bombed the temples over there in Vietnam, causing a distortion or a rift in Mother Earth's energy grid. You see what I'm saying? Or energy body. This is what's going on here. This is what you got happening. This is what World War One and World War Two. Notice all the World Wars started happening in the 1900s because they needed so much energy to tune the reality, so that they wouldn't lose control. Because from 1900, they knew from 1900 to 2020, we was gonna be waking up. So they needed as much energy as possible to destroy as many star children, or at that time called moon children, as possible, so they wouldn't wake up and realize what the fuck these archons, these elites, these cabal elites was actually doing. You see what I'm saying? But they woke up anyway. But they had them do all this bullshit, fight their wars and shit, and killed off as many of them as possible, to shut, so they can shut down the consciousness. So the consciousness could be, because when you kill off mass groups of star seeds like that, or moon seeds at the time, that's what they was at the time, you create a wound in the force. You see what I'm saying? You create a wound. You know, in Star Wars, they got a character by the name of Darth Nihilus, and he was a literal wound in the force. You see what I'm saying? Because they had destroyed a whole planet, and he was on that planet, but he survived. But he absorbed the energies of that planet, and then he became a living embodiment of that wound energy of the force from that planet. You see what I'm saying? So this is what they did. They created a wound in the spirit of the planet, and when they did this, it killed the consciousness, and that's when they just, from the 70s, from like the early to mid 70s, they just went around assassinating everybody for the next 40 years. Oh, they didn't stop in the 80s. No. If you look at the COINTELPRO reports, COINTELPRO continued to kill, murder, destroy, betray, and pillage, all well into the last decade that we was just in. You see what I'm saying? Probably still doing it to this day. See, because they killed the last girl that I know they killed, who was a powerful revolutionary, was down there in South America. I forget her name. You know, light-skinned chick. It was like Franco or something, but I talked about it before. See what I'm saying? I talked about her. So that was the last time COINTELPRO was active that I know of. And that wasn't that long ago. See what I'm saying? That was just after Black Panther. The Black Panther movie had came out. You see what I'm saying? So they assassinated her to shut down energy. So yeah. So 60 years later, after the explosion in the 60s, we now are coming around again for the last great explosion that's happening this year on December 21st, 2012, with the solar flash. And now that's why all the starseeds are slowly but surely gathering together. See what I'm saying? They slowly but surely gathering together. But of course they doing their rituals to slow. Notice they did ritual with Breonna Taylor to slow down time. Notice time feels way slower now. There was a ritual they just did with Breonna Taylor. I call it archonic tuning. I'm going to talk about that in another lecture, but I'm just going to briefly mention it here. The archonic tuning is their ability to, once they vamp the energy or the emotions of the people, they use their energy to attack the starseeds. And once they attack us or temporarily block us for a second, that allows them to tune reality. You see what I'm saying? Like the strangers did in the Dark City. See what I'm saying? So that's what you got happening here. And so from what I'm seeing, what this tuning did, because you notice, you can see the changes and everything. What's up, GG? You can see the changes in everything they do. So this time, I noticed time has slowed down significantly. It took forever to get to Tuesday. Did y'all notice that? It took forever to get to today. Usually, fucking we be at Thursday by now. If we was still on our timeline. See what I'm saying? We was still on our timeline. It took forever for us to get to fucking Tuesday. It's because they tuned the reality again. So this shit slow as fuck right now. Thanks to that ritual, that mass ritual, that mass feeding that these archons just had for this Breonna Taylor ritual. You see what I'm saying? It's all ritual. That's all they doing. It's feeding. They doing these mass rituals to feed. They are Masonic feeding rituals. I need y'all to know that. That's what these deaths. Cause the only thing they can depend on now, because the only thing they can depend on now is black rage. They tried it with T'Challa. T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. They tried it with him, but they didn't get no buzz off there for real. So, since they didn't get no buzz off him for real, what's the next best thing? Black rage. That's always the go-to. If everything else fails, black rage. That's the only thing we got left to piss off the American black man, woman, and child by killing somebody in a massive Masonic feeding ritual. So there you go. What's up, Lyndon? What's up, Brandon? So now let us continue here. Let's continue going. Let's continue getting in. Now, they also had a concept at Darkseed known as dream fasting. You see what I'm saying? Dream fasting. What is dream fasting? It is a telepathic sharing of memories that each person can do through the Force. You see what I'm saying? A telepathic sharing of memories between each person through the Force. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the video for that. We're gonna talk about it. There you go, Alexis. They were working hard to drain us this weekend. That's why. They draining you to slow down time. They trying to buy more time now. Even though cause they know they out of time, so that's the only thing they can do is slow it down. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing they can do. Let's see here. Let's see. I think it's the one. There we go. Dream fast. That's it.
There you are. I was afraid you got lost.
You cheated.
I win again.
You won because you have wings.
Of course I do. I'm a girl. And you're a flat-footed operator.
You know, Miss Pat.
Do you remember the first time we came up here?
How could I forget?
Show me.
You mean dream fast?
Yes. I mean, if you wanted to.
I do. You?
Yes. I want to dream fast.
Oh, good. I do too. I remember everything about that night. I was so nervous.
I could tell.
I used every trick I had to try and impress you.
You certainly didn't try.
I was distracted. All I could think about was kissing you.
And I got sick of waiting. So I kissed you. Wait, what?
Must have snuck in.
So there you go. Dream fasting. Telepathically sharing memories through the Force. You see what I'm saying? Well, you can visually, you can do that anyway. You can dream fast naturally by just going back into your own memory bank. You see what I'm saying? Just traveling through your chain of memories. You see what I'm saying? So you got singular dream fasting, and then you got multiple dream fasting where you dream fast with people. You can either, it's three ways you can do it. You can either dream fast yourself and go into your own memory bank. You can dream fast with another person that you share memories with, or that person can allow you to dream fast into their memory bank and show you their memories or their experiences through the Force. See what I'm saying? So those are the three different versions of dream fasting. You see what I'm saying? The dream fasting. So it's a very, very cool ability that we still have, but we only mainly do it for ourselves because, most of the time we don't really think about doing it with each other. You see what I'm saying? We've forgotten we've forgotten the ability to do it with each other. Although we do it for ourselves all the time. I can go back into my memories right now and relive multiple experiences all across my timeline or lifespan. You see what I'm saying? Just like I know y'all can. But we've been so disconnected from each other as a whole, we forgot how to do it with each other. You see what I'm saying? So dream fasting is a great ability to work on to build up your connection with your friends. You know, you ain't got to do nothing fancy like share each other's thoughts. Just ask each other to share each other's memories. You see what I'm saying? And learn from each other. And you'll eventually be able to share each other's thoughts because through memories you learn what a person went through. You take a walk through their shoes, memory walking. That's what we call it. You walk through their shoes, you put on their shoes and walk through their lives. You see what I'm saying? And see what they see what they have went through in their lives, and it actually builds the bond on a soul and cellular level. You see what I'm saying? And so that makes y'all soul bond way stronger. So now, you know, so now let us continue here. Now let's get on with the solar observations. See, I was at the gas station recently and solar observations experiences of what I see going on in reality that relates to the particular topic, if I've never explained it. So, here we go. I was at the gas station recently where there was a gathering of melanated people at the gas station by my job. I asked the clerk what was going on, and she tells me that they were riding for the little girl who was killed in Birmingham recently. This happened some time ago, by the way. During the middle of the gathering, although there was nothing happening, everybody was having a good time, the police showed up as I was leaving to monitor the event. This showed me that it makes these RoboCops scared when they see a mass group of melanated people together. No one called them because they didn't have their lights on. So they just showed up on the scene because they seen a lot of melanated people together and just instantly thought something was going to go wrong. And most of the people that was out there was family members and friends of family. So you know. So they are always looking to shut down the cipher in any form/format. This is why we don't get together often, because we know we are always being monitored by these RoboCops/policemen. What's worse, this pandemic called COVID has given them an even bigger excuse to come in and break up the gatherings, ciphers. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on here with the solar observation. He just popped up out of nowhere. Nobody, he wasn't even invited. Nobody asked him to come. There was nothing bad going on. Nobody called him. I know nobody called because when a cop is called, they by law are supposed to turn on their lights. You see what I'm saying? You know, me working security, I have to know these things. So by law, they have to cut on their lights when they receive a dispatch. You see what I'm saying? Letting you know that they are on the way to see what's going on. Nobody called them. You see what I'm saying? They just popped up because they seen a bunch of melanated people in one place. So, of course, they automatically assumed, just because they seen a lot of melanated people in one place, that some shit was gonna pop off. See what I'm saying? Some shit was gonna pop off. You know, you see this all the time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They see a lot of melanated people doing their thing, and all of a sudden these motherfuckers show up in your neighborhood for no fucking reason. They like ants. You can't even enjoy yourselves without these motherfuckers monitoring you on a 24/7 basis. What's up, Marvel? What's up, Almisha? What's up, Tori? So now these mofos monitoring you on a daily basis, right? So this is what you got going on, cause they can't wait for some shit to pop off, so they can come in and arrest you. And they already called 3-4 cop friends, but the cop friends don't come into the environment like they do. They sit like 2 or 3 blocks away, making you think that when they got the call, then they'll wait 10 to 15 minutes before they show up. You see what I'm saying? To make it look like they weren't already there when they had been in the vicinity the whole goddamn time. You see what I'm saying? They call them stakeouts, right? See what I'm saying? A stakeout is nothing but you fucking monitoring your prey as you're preparing to pounce on your prey, like any good tiger or lion or wolf or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Predator would do. So this is what you got going on with these policemen, these RoboCops, always monitoring what the fuck is going on. You know, now they was called, that was different, but nobody called them. You see what I'm saying? Nobody called them. No, I know nobody called them because usually just know one cop pops up on the scene by himself if they're called and there's a mass group of people. They usually wait for backup. You know, that's usually the golden rule. So he just was riding around and he seen that there was a large group of people in one place, especially during COVID. So now he gotta go see what's going on, and he riding around to see, oh, let me go break this shit up. Even though them niggas was just getting gas. You see what I'm saying? And food for their trip. That's all they was actually doing. Getting gas and food for their trip, and they was getting ready to leave to go and do their thing. You see what I'm saying? So this you got going on here with these deadly motherfuckers in these streets. See what I'm saying? What's up, Zed Mama? So yeah. So yeah. This you got happening. This you got happening. So need y'all know they out there lurking. And you know, if you study them long enough, you see how they operate and see how they work. And it blows your mind to see how they operate. You know, if you study them, you know, I've been doing security for a few years now, so you know, I just naturally through those experiences, seeing what was going on. So yeah, so now the next the next topic, Melanin Monsters update. Oh, y'all gonna love this one. I had a dream where a whole bunch of this weekend, where a whole bunch of invisible entities started to portal into the Earth realm and started their destruction of the realm, just like in the game, video game Death Stranding. I talked about that in my Melanin Monster Rising video. The people were horrified and looking at the sight of the monstrous entities. You see what I'm saying? Because they was invisible, but you could like see their faces, but you couldn't see their body. I was like, oh, that shit deep. I told you in a lecture not long ago, was about last winter. Yeah, last winter, that the Melanin Monsters and all demonic forces were getting locked and loaded and preparing for war. Now that was last winter. Now, this is a continuation of that original dream I had in the winter of last year. They are now pouring in from the Melanin realms and will be the second wave of destroyers after the Great Solar Flash happens. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about they was on some Cthulhu, Godzilla, King Kong shit. They are fucking shit up on Earth, knocking over buildings and just running amok through the land. You see what I'm saying? Like Cthulhu did in Cloverfield. Godzilla did in any of his movies. King Kong did in any of his movies. You see what I'm saying? Just fucking shit up. Like the demonic forces they are. See what I'm saying? So this is where it really gets good. The armies of the world were trying to fight them, and they could do nothing to stop the unstoppable might of our monstrous forces. You see what I'm saying? And then I have a dragon transformation video. Because not only do you have the power, not only are they, do you have them, you have that power too. So let's see here. Check this out. that shows you there that you have the power to shapeshift into dragons, into monsters, into animals, and even into people. Even into people. So these melanin monsters are the second wave after the Great Solar Flash. Next is the star cells update. The next thing I seen was our star cells or hive cells pulling in behind the melanin monsters as the third wave of destroyers. We knew that we were the prophesized angels of death who had come back to wreak havoc on these archons and their corrupted matrix. The great Infinity War had begun, and all hell broke loose over the planet. So there y'all go. There y'all go. So we are the prophesized angels of death. You see what I'm saying? And one of the beings who came to me said, "I'm done with this pagan shit. I'm ready for this monstrous shit now." So yeah. And of course, I've shown the Great Infinity War before, but here it goes again in the Lovecraft Country opening scene. So let's get it. That's the Great Infinity War.
Where you going, Black Boy?
Black Boy, we're the welcoming committee. You'd better get out of here.
No, Jack. Go on and just thank yourself for having shares.
Then the Star Family coming down in starships there. Harvesting these motherfuckers. Harvesting means to reap, by the way. Reap these motherfuckers. Take their asses out.
The year 1928. The time spring. If you were a young man, your thoughts were undoubtedly turning to those of love. But if you were a young boy, your thoughts were of one thing: baseball.
Goddamn.
Baseball.
The three rising.
Just going over another.
So yeah, there y'all go. That's the Great Infinity War. So in summary, don't worry that you are far away from each other now, because we will all meet up on the battlefield for the Great Infinity War. You are apart right now, or stationed all over the planet, so that you can grow fast as an individual and learn your life and spiritual lessons and heal your genetic bloodline so that you can be stronger as a form of training, celestial training. Yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. This is Mortal Kombat around here. I don't want y'all to get it twisted, because you will be using that training soon, because we are in the process of forging the resistance against these archons. That's why they're trying to kill us. Like the Gelfling did with the Skeksis. They are receiving messages from the archons in the future about what we are doing now, as we are forming this celestial resistance against these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I got a video for y'all there. It is.
What is it? It's the crystal of truth. Yes, the answer. We are free. Don't listen to me, That's it. Did you see?
Yes. Everything. I'm sorry I didn't believe you, son.
We're together now. That's all that matters. Look, the table. I created a dream etching. I know this symbol. My sister showed it to me.
We are all in danger. We must go to the All Lords and rally every gelfling to our cause.
My brother is still a prisoner. I will go and free him. And I will go with you. Vaprin and Adrention fighting side by side. It really must be end times. Well, then we better act quickly.
We'll meet you in Harar. Until the day. Fra, protect us all.
So, that dream etch that y'all seen, Spirit just told me to go over there for y'all. What was the dream etch? The dream etch is that a glyph, is a magical glyph that is a magical glyph that is activated from Earth's own soul. She activates these glyphs inside of you when big celestial events are happening on this planet. That's why all of us, all of a sudden, in all of September, just started talking about December 21st. She activated one of those dream glyphs inside of us. You see what I'm saying? Warning us, just like the dream etching was in the in TV show Dark Crystal. It was warning us of the upcoming event known as the Great Solar Flash / Great Convergence / Great Conjunction. You see what I'm saying? It's all one big event that's happening on December 21st, 2012, which we know is 2020. You see what I'm saying? And it's 2020. Interestingly enough, even though they've been fucking with the Gregorian calendar, it landed on 2020 on their calendar, which is clear sight. So these motherfuckers can see with their own two eyes what's about to unfold. So even though they tried their best to fuck with the timeline and time period, it still ironically landed on 2020 vision, or internal vision, or inner vision, so that these motherfuckers see with their own two eyes and their third eye, or spiritual eye, what's about to go down on this planet. And there is no denying what's about to happen, no matter who or what you are, if you're living on this planet at this time. So that's what this was all about. That's what the Great Gathering is. That's what the Great Gathering is. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's what's popping off at this time. We are forging the resistance. And then what happens? At the end, we're going to do what? We're going to meet on the battlefield and go to war with these beings. Now I'll show y'all my last video now. My last video. And this from Avengers. I've shown this before, but it's so relevant for this lecture, I gotta show it again. when they assemble. And like I said, the Avengers assemble. What is the assembly? The Celestial Cipher we've been talking about all election. Well, this scene here brings it all to the forefront. You see what I'm saying? It shows you how we pop up on their ass, we roll up on their ass after the shift, after the Great Convergence, to bring an end to this system and this arcanic system and the fuckery that they've been doing for the last 6,000 years. You see what I'm saying? 6 to 12,000. We'll say that.
On your left.
Gather. So there you go. There you go. Avengers assemble. Gather. Gather. So that's probably the most powerful scene in moving cinema where they all gather. There was a mass gathering of beings. Wakanda, the fifth dimensional forces, the star forces that come back. Because Wakanda is the what? The half of it is the fifth dimension, and the other half is what? The ancestral realm. So they telling you right there. So Wakanda is half ancestral, pleroma, and the other half fifth dimension. So they tell you that Starseeds from the future and the fucking past gonna be joining the fight. See, that those who they so-called killed here still gonna join the fight in during this great Infinity War. And even those in the future, so-called Anunnaki and everybody else who coming down, all the other star societies who coming down, the Anunnaki and everybody. You see what I'm saying? They gonna come down and they gonna join the war effort as well. So there y'all go. There y'all go. That's the Great Gathering. A multi-dimensional, multi-racial, multi-planetary, multi-galactic gathering of multiple starseeds for this one great event. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So there y'all go. So there y'all go. Any questions? Any questions? Take a few before I get out of here. There you go, Alexa. They all coming in from their designated dimensions. There you go. Marie that was Endgame there, Marie. Although I will watch Infinity War too. Infinity War, both actually they sequels to each other. Infinity War and Endgame, yeah, but that was Endgame from that scene there. So yeah, any questions before I get up out of here? There you go, Hawk. Sometimes the world needs a monster, not a hero. Oh, you talking about Dracula Rising. Remember that. Shit, Dracula Rising. Shit. The Prince E up. So any questions before I get up out of here? When the Anunnaki get here and see that their starseeds are fucked up, are they exterminating their starseeds or the system? Will the starseeds not be fucked up when the energy hits? That's a great question. So let me answer that piece by piece. When the Anunnaki get here and see that their starseeds are fucked up, are they exterminating their starseeds or the system? I answer that part first. The answer is the starseeds are fine. We gonna shift out of here. We've done our job. They're gonna wipe out the system or assist in wiping out the system, and we're going to help them wipe out this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna help them wipe it out. But will the starseeds not be fucked up when the energy hits? Oh no, we gonna transmute into our highest selves / demonic selves, because we can shift into both angelic and demonic forces. We're gonna be simultaneously angels of death and simultaneously our melanin monsters, which is gonna be a potent combination. Some death-defying shit these motherfuckers ain't never seen before. You know, like go check out, if you want to see the melanin monsters, go check out the video game movie Death Stranding. And if you want to see Angels of Death, go play the game Diablo. Goddamn, Diablo 3 to be precise. You know, y'all want to, you check out that game movie. Them angels got the fuck down in Diablo 3. Shit, Angel Justice went fucking around. And he told you what was really going on around here. That they fought Diablo, one of the Dark Lords. So yeah. What's up, Brianna? Yeah, everybody feel the need to be alone right now. That's why ain't nobody really talking to each other, because we back on the Force missions due to them doing their ritual with Breonna Taylor. You see what I'm saying? Due to them doing their ritual, we back working right now, clearing this shit up so the timeline can stay stable until the Great Convergence. That's what's been going on. We'll read what about October 20th/21st, the next horseman's date. Let's see, we just had, what did we just have? We just had fall equinox, September 21st, that was what? Conquest, the first seal. So the second seal opens on October 20th/21st, which is about 9 days out from Samhain. So that's the war god. You see what I'm saying? That's the war god. Yeah, that's the second seal, the red horse. Now in the red horse, you're gonna hear a lot about war. They're not gonna tell you who they warring with, but you're gonna hear a lot about. All of a sudden, war is gonna become the topic of the day. Pay attention to that. They're not gonna tell you who they warring with or what the war is about, but they gonna make it look like that they warring with each other. They not warring with each other. That's been over with. All you seen on the fucking news screen is pre-recorded material because them motherfuckers ain't even here. Most of them niggas on Mars somewhere. So their clones is running this show. So it's the Clone Wars. Now, the war is gonna be about World War III is them gearing up for war with us, the Starseeds, and our star family, and our melanin monsters, and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there you go, Javon. Wars and rumors of war. You're gonna hear a lot of this, but after that second seal is lifted, especially around Samhain, which is the death gate. You see what I'm saying? That's Scorpio. That's the death gate. Death. That's what is at its strongest. So when the death gate opened and we merged with the ancestral realm during that time period, then war is gonna become a real powerful topic, and they're gonna do massive blood rituals and psyops to harness that death force, and they're going to create a scenario or a false war. You see what I'm saying? The rumors of war is the false war. What have I taught y'all on my page? That the true war is not fought with weapons of war and over resources and over political objectives. No, the true war is fought through the force on the fringes of society. I like the Jedi and Sith and Star Wars. They always fight in an empty cave, or an empty forest, or an empty throne room. Hell, they even fought in a fucking empty, cargo room full of ships. Damn, like all the regular niggas cleared out and left. You see what I'm saying? So this magical Cold War is gonna heat up, and this magical Cold War is gonna slowly but surely shift into the Great Infinity War. It's gonna merge into one big continuous war. And so you're going to start hearing rumors of that more. You're going to start seeing more fires and more destruction and more explosions across the system as these invisible melanin monsters, some of them are already here, and dragons fuck this shit up on the astral plane that they've done already a year in the future, but the effects of what they did in 2019 are finally starting to be seen on the physical now. You see what I'm saying? So you're just gonna see buildings spontaneously explode and combust because of the war that's going on. This magical Cold War is happening in our time, but it's the Great Infinity War a year from now. You see what I'm saying? So they one big war. It's cold now, but it's hot in the future, and so it's a lukewarm. It's like a lukewarm twilight limbo happening in between in the Force. You see what I'm saying? So the real war is being waged in the Force, just like the Jedi and Sith told you. And it's getting realer. It's getting realer as we merge into, as we come closer to the great convergence and merge completely into the spiritual realm, or the astral plane as they call it. Then you're going to hear more and more rumors of war. You see what I'm saying? More and more rumors of war. And then the third seal is what? Pestilence, the black horse, famine. That's when they're going to shut down all the fucking, that's supposed to happen in November, right? 21st. That's when they're going to shut down all the food markets. They're going to shut it down, they're going to retune the reality, and then they're going to reopen it, and they're going to have fucking guards, and you can only buy a certain amount of products. They call it the collapse cycle. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be able to buy a certain amount of products. Like, they've been doing it for years, for real, 20 items or less. So they're gonna initiate that completely from now on. So So they're gonna initiate that completely from now on. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna tune the reality to where you can only buy 20 items or less now. So so now instead of getting 50 items at one store, you gotta store hop to different fucking locations to buy your food, and it's gonna be monitored by fucking RoboCops. They gonna look like security, but you ain't gonna know where the fuck these niggas come from. They ain't even gonna be from America. They gonna be from Europe. See what I'm saying? They gonna be part of the United Nations security force that y'all ain't never even heard of. And them motherfuckers gonna come in and they gonna set up shop. They just gonna call themselves private security. Anytime you hear the word private, they not owned by America. They owned by the cabal shadow government. And the shadow government, which is the dark side of is three, as my boy Prince E will tell you, it's three governments. You got the Christian government, or the Christian society. You got the political government, that's the one that y'all know about, the Democrats and the Republicans. And then you got the dark government, the shadow government, which is what they call the deep state. See what I'm saying? So you got the deep state, the white state, and then you got QAnon. You see what I'm saying? QAnon. Them QAnon niggas / SSP alliance. They kind of one big thing. So you got them. They supposed to be the biggest. They supposed to be the purest group. Then you got the white state. That's the government you see in the media most of the time. And then you got the deep state. That's the shadow government that's coming in and replacing the white state or the police force. The police force is no longer considered a fraternity. The police force is now considered a shadow con fucking mercenary group. Watch, see what I tell you. One day, them motherfuckers ain't gonna be wearing blue. They gonna be wearing all black with goddamn, y'all think this shit a game. They gonna be wearing all black with goddamn insignia you ain't never fucking seen before, and they not even gonna call themselves police. They gonna call themselves something completely different y'all ain't seen. And that's gonna be the usurping of the U.S. task force. They gonna remodify, and it's gonna be a whole RoboCop task force. Watch, see what I tell you. And it's gonna be, and all the motherfuckers gonna do is monitor you 24/8 like they do now. But they still got humans in the task force right now, to a certain degree. They got about 30% of humans left. So they're gonna kick all their asses out before it's over with. That's how you know they're gonna be the usurp. You gonna hear that around famine. You see what I'm saying? Around November. You know, late November. Doing on the goddamn November 21st. So what? That's Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. So yeah. That's when you're gonna hear that, because now you're going into the cusp. That's the energy of the hunter. You're going into Sagittarius, that's the energy of the hunter. And finally, you get the pale horse. We already talked about that on multiple occasions, but I'll probably go in on that later, on what's going on with the pale horse and the great solar flash. But, you know, you pretty much heard it. You know, that shit gonna get wiped out. What they said. And after the pale horse, after the force-sealed opening, the pale horse ran across this motherfucker. Hell was behind him. What's hell? They always tell you hell is hot. Sometimes hell is cold, but in this case, hell is hot. And what is that heat? It's the great solar flash, or the corona mass ejection emitted from the sun that wipes out the whole planet. So there y'all go. There y'all go. There y'all go. There it is. There it is. Hope that helps, Marie. For the foe, if I don't get a chance to talk about it, because they supposed to be changing the Facebook rules and YouTube rules in October. So we'll see how that goes. So if I don't get a chance to do more lectures come mid-October, late October, y'all at least have it on record for at least one lecture. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Any other questions? There you go. Private mercenaries. Well, you already saw them, huh, Alexis? Yeah, I seen one of them motherfuckers at Walmart. You go to Walmart. Shit, you can ask them, and they'll tell you, we private security. We ain't from around here. I'm not even from around here. And they got a whole other symbol, and none of them are American symbols. There you go, Marie. ICE no longer police. Yeah, there you go. How mirror magic and counter magic is the best thing you can practice right now. There you go, she's most of those niggas buy this 20 items anyway. You go in the store, buy some cereal, some milk, shit, and call it a day. Hell, a few boxes of cereal and call it a day. Hell. Cells an extension of the space force, yeah. Yeah, that's what they call it. She's the collapse cycle. They got a video on YouTube called the collapse cycle. I may have to post it on Facebook so y'all can see it. You'll go hard to war on frequency. There you go, Javon, Astro Police. So they setting up shop. You don't really see that shit. You're gonna see famine explode around the 21st of November. Any other questions before I go? Jesus, thank you, no problem. Miss Pat, all the mask wearers are done. They got you wearing masks. They got you wearing masks, not to make you think that there's a virus. They got you wearing masks to fulfill their own prophecy of there will be less oxygen in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You say you put a virus out there, and so you get motherfuckers to wear a mask. Now they breathing what? Less oxygen. And if you breathe less oxygen, you not your red blood cells. It ain't oxygen no more anyway. We switching over to what? We switching over to hydrohelium, which was the original chemicals we was breathing on the planet. So they got niggas wearing masks to tune them, had them get used to wearing them. So when oxygen completely evaporates on the planet and we no longer breathing oxygen, most of the motherfuckers gonna need breathing machines. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people gonna be starting walking around with breathing machines. They gonna say it's a virus until they get the technologies out there and mass produce the technologies. See what I'm saying? That's what they trying to do here. Cause oxygen pretty much done away with. See what I'm saying? So yeah, oxygen pretty much done away with. They go bring a mask with chips in them, you know. But it don't even matter. They doing it because goddamn they can't breathe hydrohelium. They gotta breathe oxygen. So they gonna need all of them gonna need oxygen machines. See what I'm saying? So there you go. Meaning when the realms merge and we gain our abilities, will we also remember how to use them right away? You will know as much work as you've done in this moment in time. So if you study how to practice your abilities, at least mentally, then it may take a second for you to adjust to them, but it won't take as long as a motherfucker who ain't never studied at all. Second, also, do you think there will be any attempts to kill us before we get them? There's been many attempts to kill you, but you're now protected because you know who you are. That's already been done. You see what I'm saying? For example, are they going to come for us if the grid goes down? Shit, they'll come for you with the grid up. It don't matter. Well, whether they come for you with the grid down or up don't matter. What matters is you have done the work to protect yourself. So if they do try to come to you, they can't fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? All the motherfuckers they can fuck with is niggas who don't have knowledge of self or haven't gotten back to their souls and spirits. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. There you go. The money, how will the oxygen relate to Starseed? Oxygen don't relate to us. Because that's not the natural breathing chemical of this planet. The natural breathing chemicals of the planet or the breathing elements of the planet is hydrohelium, or hydrogen and helium together, or hydrohelium. So yeah. Brianna, do you suggest getting out of major cities? Yeah, you can get out of them. You know, you ain't gotta go super far. You know, you ain't gotta be living in the wilderness and then like that. You can, you know, somewhere where I say it's semi-city, semi-rural. How about that? Half in, half out. You know, cause when shit pop off in the cities, niggas, it's gonna just be a panic and a riot. They're gonna be fucking shit up in the cities. So, you know, if you somewhere in a neighborhood or somewhere, it's just semi-rural, you know, semi, like my city is semi-rural, semi-urban. That's what you want. You kind of want a mixture of both. So if some shit do pop off, I know where to go to just run into the woods. You see what I'm saying? Or hop over a goddamn lake or some shit and be in a whole other district of the state or deep into the wilderness. So yeah. Which, you know, get your books on foraging. So if you gotta get food or something, and learn to meditate and breathe with just pure energy, cause your bodies are healing. You see what I'm saying? Your bodies will be acclimating. You see what I'm saying? After, from Scorpio on down, y'all gonna start noticing a complete change in your biological makeup. You see what I'm saying? To a degree that you've never seen before. So when Scorpio hit, y'all know this. Libra is the last true zodiac for their cycle, for real. Everything from October to December is pretty much transitional months. You see what I'm saying? So October to December is transitional months. That 90 days is a whole transitional period up into the Great Convergence. So Libra is pretty much the last zodiac for them. You see what I'm saying? For them. So you're gonna see a lot of thinking going on. This is an air sign anyway. So you're gonna see a lot of, you're gonna feel in the air that some motherfuckers is plotting against you for the next few months. You see what I'm saying? For the next few weeks. You see what I'm saying? You gonna see a lot. You gonna feel like somebody plotting against you. You probably already feel it now. Like there's a big scheme in the air. Like how Mace Windu since their plot to destroy the Jedi in Star Wars, y'all gonna be feeling shit like that. It's gonna feel like somebody really plotting to take me out now. You know, you ain't gonna know where it's coming from, but you just gonna feel it through the force. You see what I'm saying? You gonna feel it in the air. You see what I'm saying? Like something about to go down. Something big about to happen. And that's how it's supposed to be, because that's what they're doing. This the last zodiac for them to get their shit together. So buy your groceries, buy your tools, buy your weapons, you know, get right with your meditations, get your formulas and stuff. You know, just be stocked up, you know. Just be stocked up. Because they may shut it down a little earlier than November 21st. See what I'm saying? The famine period. But, you know, just be ready. Just be ready. You never know with these crazy motherfuckers right now. See what I'm saying? So there you go. But alright, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. So I'm Marvin Jones. Y'all share this with your friends. Let them know what it is. If y'all want to check out my other lectures, hit me up at the mcjnetwork on YouTube. If y'all want to donate, y'all can Cashapp me at mcjnetwork. And I'm out. Peace.